Hey guys, we're back, Son and Tim show. We are going into funky hair, funky fresh Coby White.
Yes.
Pretty excited. Second year point guard. I'll give you a couple of stats real quick. After the All-Star break in the final 10-game stretch, he averaged 24.7 points per game, 4.3 assists. He had some trouble in the beginning of the year with Boylan and getting minutes, but he really started to heat up after the break.
Those
So
sound
it's
like,
not, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I was going to say, well, those sound like terrific stats. So then oh boy, I mean, how do you see his game playing out with the Bulls then? I mean, where do you see him? I mean, how do you see his play going?
All right, so there's a lot of questions with Coby White. Like I was saying, the Boylan didn't do a great job. He had 11 points per game most of the year. He wasn't played more than 25 minutes. Wasn't really trusted in the offense. Then finally, he got his first start of the season, the last game of the season. So they were finally starting to play him. There's a lot of questions. Is this due to volume scorer off the bench? Because he hasn't shown too much facilitating potential. He has averaged, like for example, in the preseason, he averaged 4.3 assists per game because they're trying to make him the lead guard.
Mm-hmm.
But he also did average 3.0 turnovers.
Mm.
So this is interesting, right? Because there's a lot of comparisons for him to somebody like De'Aaron Fox or even Russell Westbrook. And I see that dude because he's 6'5", he is super fast, but the big questions here is can he be a finisher? Can he be a finisher at the rim? Is he able to get his teammates involved in that way? He does show some potential to pass pretty well, but I want to see how he leads this team. And one of the questions I have with him is, can he coexist with Zach LaVine? Is he going to come to his full potential with Zach LaVine there? Because I'm not 100% sure. Because if we end up trading LaVine, I think this dude can be an awesome volume scorer, but has the playmaking ability and the speed to turn into somebody like De'Aaron Fox or have some type of Jamal Murray kind of ability here. So, I mean, dude, I'm worried about his turnovers. 26, but it did drop last year from 26 to 18 to 15 over the course of a couple months. I'm just really excited about Coby White. He has all-star potential for me. It's just the question, like I said, next to LaVine, can he really thrive?
Well, I think for this Bulls team, I think he has to. Yeah. I think he's the only potentially starting point guard we have. I mean, we have Satoransky, there's Dotson. It's got to be Coby White. So I guess we're going to find out. I mean, he's another one that, yeah, I don't know. I see him, like, I've always felt that he is just a terrific scorer, and that's what he does. And perhaps he can be best used as a sixth man coming off the bench. Perhaps he could be used in the same way that we see Lou Williams, in the same way we saw Jason Terry, in the same way maybe Jamal Crawford comes off the bench and gives instant offense the second he comes in. Or maybe I'm wrong. I mean, you're definitely high on Coby. You think that Coby can definitely be an all-star in this league.
He's 20 years old, man. I mean, he was averaging 24 points per game literally in his final 10 games of his rookie season, and he broke a three-point record for three-pointers in a quarter for the Bulls. I think he has really high scoring potential, man. I think even more so than Zach LaVine.
He is an exciting young player. I'm not quite sure what to make of him yet. So it'll be interesting to finally see him play with a coach that knows what he's doing. So
are you worried? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Go ahead. Am I worried about what?
Yeah, because there was a lot of rumors in the offseason that they should have brought in a lead point guard. They were talking about Tyrese Halliburton, bringing him in as the starting point guard, or bringing in someone from free agency kind of to show Coby the ropes. But they're handing him the car as a point guard to start. Are you concerned that they're doing this quick? They're throwing him in the fire.
You know what? Not at all. Actually, I trust this organization that they know what they're doing. And I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to see exactly what they have in Coby White and whether or not he meshes well in Billy Donovan's system. Yeah. And whether or not that Billy Donovan can have LaVine and Coby White coexist. I think they want to see what they have first before they make these moves and make these changes, which I think is the right thing to do. I mean, you just mentioned it. Coby White's 20 years old.
Yeah.
Let's see what the kid's got. You know, so far from what we've seen from his play last year is just that he is a scorer. He is a fast guy out there. There's no doubt about that. He, in many ways, he's like John Wall fast out there when I watch
Yeah,
him
he
play.
is.
So it's exciting, and they must think at least they're going to work with Coby White to see if they can reduce those turnovers, to see if he could be more of a playmaker, to raise his assist totals up. You
I
know.
don't I don't think you have to make him into something he's not.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like we were talking about, if you look at Denver, Jamal Murray isn't necessarily a pass first point guard.
That's true.
He can be a facilitator, but Jamal Murray is definitely a lead guard.
Mm-hmm.
And that worked. And Karnisovas saw that his entire time in Denver. So I think he has a model personally. I think White's faster.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he has a model with how he can possibly develop White.
Yeah.
And I think we don't have to stray too much and make him into something he's not while also keeping him at point guard.
It's a great point.